All right. Hey everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome into the training. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Welcome to the beginning of the week edition. Let's see. If you are new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat. If you're new to Dubb and your industry, that would be fantastic. The returners here. I know Dick, you're returning, obviously. Dan, welcome back. Let's see. Gia, welcome back. Sean, welcome back. Everybody else, if you can put a two in the chat if you're returning to Dubb. Deborah, I think you are returning, I believe. Ben, I believe you're returning as well, because both your names look familiar. Jim, okay, cool, thank you. Kevin, great to have you in here, man. It's been a while, so welcome back to you too. So let's see, do we have any new folks in the midst here? No, looks like everybody is returning. Okay, so let me just buzz around the horn really quick. Let's see, Ben, let me start at the top with you. If you want to say hi, you can unmute yourself, Ben, if you'd like to. If not, Ben, if you don't mind, in the chat, if you just want to put your industry and just kind of remind me of the industry that you're in and kind of anything specific on your mind, if you want to put that in the chat, or you can unmute yourself if you'd like to say hi. You can do that. Looks like, yeah, I'm not sure if you see the unmute button there, but if not, you can say hello in the chat. Let's see, Deborah, I'll come over to you if you want to unmute yourself. If not, you can put something in the chat if you'd like. Deborah, if you can hear me okay, you can unmute yourself if you'd like to. If not, please put whatever you're looking to kind of check out today in the chat. That would be great. And then let's see, Jim, if you want to say hello, you can unmute yourself if you want to. If not, you can just say hi in the chat. I saw two that you're returning. If you want to let me know industry-wise, that would be fantastic if you want to do that. Let's see, Gia, same thing as well. If you'd like to unmute yourself, you can. If not, you can let me know in the chat kind of what you're looking to check out today. That would be great. Let's see, Kemen, same thing as you, my friend. Welcome back. Let me pop over to you. It's always nice to hear your voice if you're there.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good to have you back, my friend. How's everything?
Everything is going good, man. I am excited about just the whole process in general. And of course, I help nonprofits with technology integration. So
That's awesome. And how's the recording going? You doing a lot of screen videos, mobile stuff, webcam stuff? What have you been doing?
I'm doing basically training like walkthrough videos and things of that nature. And also I have my funnels set up, squeeze page and all that good stuff that goes straight into the Dove CRM. And so it's just mainly that though. Mainly it's about training and doing live walkthroughs with them
Do you do any
on how to access the back end and how to connect certain things or how to uh work the things that I may have developed for them.
Okay. Do you still do the are you still doing any prospecting at all, or is it kind of just client stuff?
Prospecting, yes. But I really would want to know how to kind of address the existing clients as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
that's
if
where
they're
I'm kind of.
already so you talk about getting them set up and everything. So once they're set up, then it's about addressing them in there, right? What's the communication look like after, I guess.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like, okay, newsletter type thing, letting them know what type of new technology it is, how I can help them integrate it better, and
Yep.
things of that nature.
I think, if there's any kind of, the stuff we usually do typically, if there's any kind of update, I mean, we do these trainings every day, so we're able to mention it in the trainings. We'll also do like a one signal announcement to everybody that they'll get if something
Oh,
is new. And sometimes, over the years, we've done webinar events where we've had like a big update where we changed a lot of different stuff.
gotcha.
But I would say with the folks that you have there, the newsletter type thing is a good idea, depending on the frequency that you have. If there isn't a huge change in the technology, maybe
Yes,
just a reminder of the use of it, or you're highlighting
that's it.
certain use.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
to remind them of the
Are
uses
there
of
any
how.
other actions that you want them to take as a client? Kevin, like, once they're,
Well,
yeah,
from them, not necessarily at the moment. I just want to kind of, of course. Some of them they've been here a while, so I would want to show them how they can update their systems and
okay.
what type of tools and things like that we can use. Now, on the other side, though, I would like to do more prospecting as well too. I'm just kind of trying to identify that problem that they know that they have a problem with, because some nonprofits are just kind of just moving along and
What does the tech
don't
help them do?
really
If
realize
I,
they have
if I was a
they could be doing
nonprofit,
better, you know?
if I was
Huh?
a nonprofit, what's the what does the tech help me do better?
Time saving. Like they're currently doing a lot of manual data entry and volunteers, so the technology can help them onboard volunteers and kind of take away this whole time that they the time that they don't have by doing a whole lot of manual data processing or trying to reach out to donors and things of that nature that they could actually put on automation, like so every time somebody comes to the website, they can be sent a a, a a donor email like why you should join the newsletter type stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the you see a lot of posts online where people are like, "Hey, if you're in sales," and obviously this is kind of sales because you're reaching out to
Yeah,
people.
no, definitely.
But it's kind of along the lines of, do you want to, hey, nonprofit, do you want to spend time having those conversations you want to have with people, bringing them into the fold, or do you want to spend time dropping data here, moving this here, like you become like this cog in a machine of all this kind of technology that you're constantly updating and doing all this kind of stuff where you should be
Yeah.
doing what you do best, which is reaching out and speaking to these people and getting them to come into the fold. So that's, I would say if I was a nonprofit and I got a video from you, I probably would want to see something where you could almost take the do you have the Dubb desktop app? Do you
Yes.
use it at all?
Yep.
So what you could do is you could do like a you could pull up two browsers, right? And you could
Okay.
have like stock footage of someone super busy and overwhelmed by updating stuff that's playing to the left. And then
Yeah.
you on the right, you could show someone having a conversation. Looks like they're really happy on the phone, like they're engaged in a conversation. And then
Yeah.
you could put yourself in the bubble in the middle and just do one of these double point things because for the animated GIF. And you
Yeah.
have the text on one says that says constantly doing tasks unrelated to donation talking directly to the donator. You know what I
The
mean?
don't.
And if I
That's
saw
good.
that as a GIF, I'd be like, and it could be like the one tech that enables you to speak with more people. Like you're spending the tech, you're doing this, but you need to be doing this. This is the solution. That's what I
Yeah.
would want to hear. Like, Rob, how are you spending your days? Are you talking to donors all day? No, I'm actually moving around info all day. That's,
Yeah.
so
Right.
yeah. And
That's
if you
good.
there's a I know I haven't seen you in a while, so like if you want to, and I know you're a power user with Dubb, but if you want to feedback at Dubb, I always put it in the chat. But if you ever want to send an example over of kind of what we just talked about, like just
Okay.
I can always take a look at it if you want.
Definitely. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Well,
Thank you.
listen, it's good to hear your voice. Thanks for the update and everything. That's awesome.
Likewise. Thank you.
Cool.
All right.
And let's see, Carl, Jim, thanks for the info, real estate and author. And then Carl, let me pop over to you real quick. It's been a while since I've seen you, Carl. Hey, Carl. You
Now
should.
can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing? How you been?
Good, good, great. Thank you so much. Hey, who do I contact to look into my Dubb account? I'm not getting animated GIFs. I'm just getting still pictures.
Hmm.
And I've gone into the settings and I've gone into select animated GIFs, but it is not generating animated GIFs at all.
Are you doing are you an Outlook or Gmail, Carl? Or how are you sending it?
I use Outlook, I use Dealer Socket,
Okay.
and Gmail. And then
Okay.
I'm doing, I'm obviously sending, text messages as well, and I'm still getting a still photo.
Hmm. Ina, if you can hear me okay, we have Ina here. And you said you have Outlook, so I'll let you pop in here just a little bit with Carl in terms of the Outlook side of things, because I'm a Gmail guy. But go
Okay,
ahead.
cool.
Good.
Yeah, I think you might have turned on the optimize for Outlook button. If you did that, it's not gonna generate an animated GIF, but just a still thumbnail because that works for
Hmm.
Outlook users.
Okay.
So because if you sent out like an animated GIF preview to
Hmm.
an Outlook user, if they click the play button, it's just
Mhm.
gonna play the GIF. It's not gonna play they will not be, it is not hyperlinked to for people to go or to redirect in the video landing page. So to get that
Understood.
optimized, the team made it to have a separate button to optimize for Outlook, and that generates a still thumbnail for Outlook.
Under, understood. Hang on one second. I'm going to shut my phone off. Okay, maybe this isn't the best place to dive into this because it's more of a technical thing, but maybe it'll help somebody. Where
Yeah.
do I go? Because I've got it up on my screen right now. Where do I go to select and get rid of the Outlook email? Because I want to have animated GIFs popping in on my text messages and stuff.
Let me just try to there are two ways. So one is to from your, if you're using your Google Dubb Chrome extension, if
No,
it
no,
you
I'm just logged in. I'm logged
on
in,
your,
so I've got my dashboard. Shows
okay,
how many videos I've made, which is just under 5,200.
Nice
awesome.
job.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to share and send, then go to advanced options. Do not optimize this for Outlook. Just keep it yeah, just uncheck that. Copy for email, and then when you paste it in Gmail
Hmm.
or Outlook, it should generate an animated GIF preview just like this.
Okay, I'm pretty proficient with this, and you lost me. Where do I go again to select animated GIF and get rid of the Outlook?
Just
I'm on the dashboard homepage.
Go to your
oh,
video library.
select, yeah,
Got it.
select the video
Got it.
you're sending. Click share and send at the top right. And then from here in the clipboard tab,
Hold on. You've completely lost me because I do not see share and send. And my apologies to be doing this with other people in here,
oh,
but
No, it's all right. It's good. People always learn everything.
yeah, are you using your computer or your phone?
I'm using the computer.
Okay, okay. So yeah. Are you in the video
Yes.
that, okay. Then there's a share and send button at the top right. This blue one. Can you see
Let
my
me
screen?
see if I can get you.
You basically just have to go to your video library.
So I'm in the video library that shows all of my
Yeah,
videos. I didn't
select one.
Yeah,
realize you
select
want,
one
yeah, okay.
video.
Yep.
My apologies. My apologies.
No worries.
Okay, share and send. Click.
Yeah,
Advanced options.
yes,
Get rid of optimized for Outlook.
correct.
Perfect. Now what?
Copy for email, and
Copy
then
for
go
email.
to, yeah, go to Gmail or Outlook. That should generate the animated GIF preview already.
Will it put an animated GIF in with Outlook now?
Yeah. So let me just log into our Outlook account here. New mail.
Ah, sure as hell. Got it. All right,
Yes,
kids.
I did that.
Last question, and
Awesome.
I'll boogie and let you guys do some more training.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty large little database. Now, remember, I don't use Dubb for a database because I use Dealer Socket. I don't want to have two databases floating around out there.
Yep.
How can I send a video to all of my contacts?
Um, to all of your contacts, are you, which tool are you going to use for sending? Are you gonna use Dubb or
That's part of the question. So I've got 2,597 contacts in my Dubb, and they're basically either an email address or a phone number. Actually, no, it looks like they're all email addresses. And I would like to maybe send those. These are all prior customers, maybe other work employees, so it's got to be very, very general.
okay.
Apologize, my phone's ringing. So I see if I go into my contacts where I can select all. And I'm just asking, how can I do a quick, like we've got a huge RV show coming up this weekend. And I'd like to let people know, even though some people might be in Florida and the RV show's here in Arizona, maybe it generates a phone call and resparks some conversation.
Okay. Yeah. One is for you to add tags to all of your contacts because that way you can have that tag in the inclusion list. So let's say, for example, this my set of
Mm-hmm.
contacts in here, I'm gonna add
Mm-hmm.
a tag to these contacts, like maybe all, since
Mm-hmm.
it's all of my contacts. And then
Right.
once that's done, I'm gonna select. For me, this is the easiest way compared to the email campaign. So I'm gonna select the video that I want to send. Then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna click share and send. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go here in email. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna select a sender. So if you haven't
Yeah.
configured or added a an email sender yet, just click configure. Then you'll be sent to that configure page. So it will allow you to either connect your Gmail or Outlook or whatever email sender you want to use. And
Okay.
then from here in the tags, I will add that all tags if whatever tag that I'm gonna select for that one. Then all of the
Mm-hmm.
contacts under that let's say this one, all of the contacts that has that tag will be will receive this email
Yes.
with this video. So it's gonna look like pretty much like this.
No, I understand. So I don't have any tags and my bad. Like I said, I don't want to manage two databases. So I manage one in Dealer Socket.
Mm-mm.
And, like when I go and send somebody a introductory email, Dubb automatically populates and keeps their email address in Dubb. And I would like to figure out how to utilize that and send it to everybody. Since I don't have tags, is there another way to do it?
Um, I think that's the easiest way, Carl. Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's the only way. If you're gonna use the, but if you're gonna use other system like your CRM,
Mm-hmm.
you might have th another way to organize your contacts from there. And then yeah, if you will be able to select all of your contacts there and then just add the video in
Okay.
that CRM.
Okay. And lastly, is there any way to switch from one account to another on the mobile app yet? You know how I can switch from real estate to RV sales because I do both. And I have two separate Dubb accounts, one for real estate and one for RV sales, which is real estate. And in the mobile app, I'm unable to, I have to actually log out and log back in. Is there a way we could get somebody to switch it where I can hit a button, make a video for real estate, send it, and then I'm go back right to my RV stuff without logging out and logging back in?
Yeah, that's the question for our tech team. I'm gonna reach out to our tech team and then I'll reach out to you through email, Carl.
Good feature
Okay,
request, though,
yeah.
Carl. Hey, good. Hey,
What's that?
everyone always wants the easy button, right? The button, boom, switch it. It sounds good to me. See if
Well,
it.
I had talked to Darius, gosh, it's been maybe 6, 7 months ago, and that was something he said that they should probably have in the mobile app because there's quite a few people that do have two accounts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of like when you're on social media, if you have an Instagram one or whatever, you can just slide and switch to the.
Yes.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Makes
Gonna
sense.
follow up that with him.
Yeah,
Thanks,
please do.
Carl.
I'd be, yeah, and sorry to take so much of your guys' time.
No,
No
it's perfect.
worries.
Hey, it's getting some things done, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's awesome. Let us know if you have any issues with that setting. Let us know again, and we'll address it, Carl. But thanks for popping in, man. Always good to hear your voice.
Okay, we'll see you. Thanks.
Cool. And then let's see. I saw over here Jim, if you want to turn on your mic, feel free if you are still here, Jim. I saw that you're in real estate and you're an author, which is pretty cool. It's a nice combo. I don't know if Jim's still here. I can't see if he's still here for some reason. But anybody else, let me pop over to Deborah. I saw Deborah, you're here and returning. Deborah, anything on your mind this morning, this Monday day? Anything you were looking to see? If you want to unmute yourself, you can. If not, you can say something in the chat if you want to do that. Dick, I saw your comments in there. That's fantastic. I like that. That's great. Okay. So let me just make sure that everybody has this when they're doing this kind of stuff. Let me just share my screen right here really quick. Okay. This chart we like to show from time to time as a good reminder of where the kind of video styles kind of lie within the process of the sales outreach. If you're within the growth cycle here, which is pretty much just our take on the sales cycle, pretty much, but the growth cycle here within prospecting, we always talk about your one-to-one and your bulk sending
Hey,
for
bud, hang
outreach.
on.
And when you have prospecting, you want to really focus on if it is one-to-one or it is bulk, you still want to have the messaging really relate to that one person or that group, obviously. But from a technical perspective, if these are arctically cold folks that you're reaching out to, the coldest of the cold, you definitely want to A/B test these things we talk about all the time. You want to be able to send, like if you're doing 100 sends out a day, to the cold people, I would send 50 that are with no video and 50 has a video. And that goes for one to one or bulk because, when someone, you don't want to spend all this time recording all these videos for a cold audience, all these different videos, if you're not sure how the response is to an initial outreach. So I would do the split test where you send a bunch without a video, have a nice question hook in the subject line, question statement within the body. And if they respond, then send them a video. Then the other half, I would have the word video in the subject line, like we always talk about, and have that hook in the subject line, and then have that nice animated GIF that you worked on in terms of the messaging and what it looks like. And we'll talk about that in a second. But regardless if it's one-to-one or if it's for a group and it's a cold outreach, you definitely want to kind of see how both go and test that as you're moving along the way. From the nurturing perspective of once you've made the initial contact, whether it's a warm lead or it's a cold lead, and you're trying to nurture them through, screen videos are always a great way to do that. Screen videos are putting yourself on either a website, a document, or a video, and you're in a little bubble or a little square and you're pointing things out. That's a nice way to kind of bring them along and nurture them. Obviously, the automation part of it with Pro Plus, people here that have Pro Plus, or if you have a CRM that does automated workflows and does a drip sequence, we do that with Dubb. Someone signs up for Dubb, they're going to get, I think it's a 12 email sequence they're going to get. And then beyond that, I think we do like once every couple of weeks. I forget the sequencing after that, but automation is a really nice way to kind of drip your way into their daily flow because I think the touch points are anywhere between 6 to 12, I think in general for a prospect. But if you're trying to stay within their sphere and remind them, especially if they're warm, that if they took an action, like if they filled out like in mortgage, if they filled out like a third party form and looking to get contacted or within any industry where they've done something and they've taken an action, like with us, when we do our separate email drips, we talk about different topics every time. We're not talking about the same thing every time. We're like, hey, remember when you did this thing? We're saying, here's an aspect of what we do and how it can help you. So within your prospects world, they get that drip going where every day they're getting something and it's a different piece of information every time that reminds them of why they took that initial action. They just haven't gone over the line yet in terms of becoming a client. Now, the closing part of it, document walkthrough, like, if you're in real estate and you got the listing agreement, you can have that. Desktop app is a really nice way to walk through a document of some kind, regardless of your industry, but particularly with real estate. If it's a listing agreement, you can have a little avatar walk someone through it. You can be in the bubble walking someone through it. You can just do an audio walkthrough and point things out where they need to sign and all the important things. Also, it's a last chance to remind someone of the value that they're getting. And the desktop app is a great screen recorder for something like that. Now, the client communication, once they become a client, communicating like we were talking about with Kevin at the top, in his case with the donors that are they're doing he wants to communicate more with these clients and get them to understand the software and how it helps them. A lot of the times when someone becomes a client, like when people subscribe to Dubb, we have a setup. We meet in Zoom, we help you set up the account, but then there's this daily live training. There is the coaching on different things. So there has to be that client communication back and forth. That's how, Loom did really well when they were first starting, where they did a lot of employee screen videos. Like, hey, just want to send you this quick video about where to go and what to do. Same thing you can do here with Dubb, and you can record a quick webcam video, a quick screen video to send to a client just to remind them of something or whatever action they're looking to take. The content mining, number 5 down here, is really important. A lot of people want to feel like, oh, okay, someone's done this before me and they've done really well. I mean, that's been going on forever. But in terms of getting the video testimonials, making case studies, getting those reviews in those different areas, sending a nice heartfelt video from your webcam is a great way to do that. and then having the buttons below where they can reply with video and leave you a video testimonial. You can create a case study and have a link below the video where they can go check it out so they can tangibly see where someone started and where they ended up. And then you also could have the links below for the different review sites. So, with us, we have multiple different review sites like G2, Capterra, and some other ones. But whatever industry you're in, have those links below. Send a nice video out to the clients and say, listen, thank you so much for your business. Would love to get a review from you. And I've made it easy, and all you have to do is click below, and it'll take you right there to leave a review. The last part of it is always the social media stuff. Are you doing posts online? The one thing we always talk about with social posts is, a minute or less, get to your point, talk about your hook, have a pinned comment below the video where you can have a Dubb link so someone can click on it and they can be taken somewhere and get better educated on that. And that's something where it's kind of like checking the boxes on everything that you do, because when you're doing sales videos to prospects, clients, and you're not checking the social media box in terms of someone's online all the time and they see your stuff, they want to see your post about that thing. Great. Like if you're on LinkedIn and you're talking about an aspect of coaching or, whatever industry you're in, someone can watch that social post and then click below and then be taken somewhere to learn more within that cycle. So the growth cycle is really about knowing what part of it's and what videos to make, and then being able to send them out at the same time, knowing that you're using the best technology possible to really get across that message. And when you think about the best technology possible for the scenarios, there are very specific parts of sending and technology that relate itself to to giving yourself the best chance to do well with it. We always talk about with prospecting, introducing yourself. Like right here, you can see, "Hey, Sarah," there's a name right there. But there's also the reaching out of the warm people that have taken an action. And there isn't any more of a straightforward style than this in terms of what you see right here. This is webcam recorded, Dubb mobile app on the phone, whiteboard feature where you can type. That's where you really want to focus on the hook, the saying, the question. Why do they want to click on this? And does it give me a little bit of context in terms of what this video is going to be about? If I filled out a third-party form, about your form, it shows, hey, I did something. Now, when you do this in general, you always want the word video in the subject line. We talk about it all the time. It's super important. Just don't forget that. You get your hook subject line there, and you have your hook within here, and then they get right to the animated GIF. Because remember, when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat whatever you're doing. So this is a very straightforward style to do. From the same webcam, you can do a virtual background with a screenshot behind you. You can even do a combination of the both, because I could have someone's profile like I do here with Sarah. I could have a company website pulled up, an article. I could take a screenshot of an action that they took. Maybe they became part of a community group and I'm welcoming them to the community. I could have a screenshot behind me of their email, list right here, and I just blur out the rest and have their email and say, point to it, "Hey, you took this action, welcome aboard. This is your next step." You even can do a combination of both of these things where I could have a virtual background behind me. I could have a snapshot of a market update behind me or an article within my industry. And I could also hold up the phone with the whiteboard that says must read, something like that. And then you're being creative with your animated GIF, and it's giving someone a reason to want to try to click on this. And then you can also do the screen recording stuff we talk about all the time. The desktop app is a really cool piece of technology for cropping, zooming, anything you want to put yourself on top of, like you see here. This is a website. It's a market update. I've zoomed myself in and cropped myself in closer with the desktop app. You also can play pre-recorded videos on top of anything with the desktop app. You also can change different orientations from landscape to portrait, cropping like you see here. And you can record in clips and merge them all together at the end to make one video. It's a pretty amazing piece of tech. And then you also can use the Chrome extension screen recorder, which is the basic browser-based one where you can pull up any website and put yourself on top of it, like you see right here. And it's very straightforward what I'm sending. It's obvious this is a market update. I'm pointing right at it. I'm right next to the title. It's very straightforward. You also, lastly, can use the mobile app. The mobile app has a lot of different options on it. Picture-in-picture is a really cool, creative way to really kind of stand out in terms of how you want to show something. Like this right here would obviously be a property walkthrough in real estate, but you can do anything within the industry that you're in as far as making a cool visual thing. Like check this out. Like if I wasn't in real estate, how would I use picture-in-picture? Well, I could do something like this where I could send Ruben over here on LinkedIn. See how I'm pulling up his profile on the computer? I'm just zooming it in with my phone. I'm physically holding my phone and just leaning into my laptop. and saying, hey, I saw your profile right here. You could do that with a website, anything. It doesn't have to just be property walkthrough stuff. It could be anything that you want to show in a more creative way for someone to reach out. So again, it kind of disrupts what they normally see. But regardless of these styles that you pick, it's really about when they land. What happens here? Well, this first initial video should really be focused on them, the value that you're going to bring. What is that value? Is it a tip? Is it a piece of information? Is it something they're unaware of? Is it a reminder of something that they've kind of you maybe left on the back burner? Is it an update on something? But you want to get right into it. I'd say 30, 40 seconds max, these initial videos to folks. And then you can offer something below, like maybe there's a guide they want to download. Maybe there's something, a website they should probably visit they haven't known about. Some kind of physical value maybe below that matches the verbal value that you're giving when you first make this video. So that's really what these initial videos are about. But you always want to have your playlist because even though the initial video is all about them, you want to remind yourself that you have your video that kind of pitches you and your services or products. And you record it once, make it like 2 minutes or less, plays right after, and it'll feed it. So the end of the first video that you make for someone, if you have that guide below or that something physical, hey, listen, click below, here's your thing. Also remind them, by the way, there's going to be another video that plays right after this. It's going to get into my background and everything like that, and something like that. So they have an action to take and they're aware this next video is going to come in right after it. If you do have video testimonials, like I've been talking to people lately with coaching, and people have had video testimonials lately, which is great. You definitely want to make them part of your playlist. If you don't have video testimonials, I would send a video out with this reply with video button below it. People are pretty responsive to this over the years. It's worked really well. Just send them a video. Hey, listen, would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below and just send me a video back. And then you send it back. You see you have a video reply, and then you make it part of the playlist. In terms of the buttons below here, I wouldn't have too many down here, 3, 4, those are probably pretty good. I would put them in order of importance. Obviously, book a time is probably the number one, but it could be visiting a website. It could be downloading a document. It could be filling out a form, whatever your choices here. It could be checking out a case study that we talked about earlier. It could be leaving a review down here. So important to think about your buttons in terms of what you want this person to do next. For the AI over here to the right, if you don't want an AI on your landing page called SIA, the Sales Interactive Assistant, you don't have to have it on the page. You can totally just not have it on there at all if you don't want it on there. But if you do, it's a nice way to have up to 20 FAQs over here to the right. You can ask the AI a question, and then the answer is going to push for whatever your desired outcome is. So if you want them to book a time, it'll say, hey, here's your answer. Are you ready to book a time? Now, the AI is educated within Dubb with website links and a PDF that you can upload. Now, the website links, it will physically learn what's in text on those pages, and then it will learn whatever you put inside the PDF. So it's educated on what's happening here. You just want to make sure that these preset landing pages speak to certain parts of your audience. If I was in coaching and consulting and I worked with certain industries, like let's say I worked with the automotive industry and I also worked in the mortgage industry, just 2 examples. If I was coaching both those industries, I would want a page that speaks to the auto folks and the mortgage folks. And obviously, there are all the other splits within the other industries we always talk about. With real estate, you have all kinds of splits with buyers and sellers, insurance, different kinds of insurance. Any industry has that split where you can speak to their segment of their audience. Just make sure that the videos to the right in the playlist speak to them and the buttons below in terms of what you want them to do. As far as the ability to customize things, which is really big within Dubb. Like you record a video, what can you do once you're done recording it? Well, whenever you record a video and you save it into Dubb, it's going to go to the video edit page, which looks something like this. So when you record or you upload a video into Dubb and you select the video, you'll be here. Now, the video edit page is you can always change the title at the top internally to what you want it to be. You also can download the MP4 version of the video. So any video that you record, you can download the MP4. You can select a different preset landing page if you'd like to, because we talk about that all the time where you want to have these landing pages set up. Well, when would you use them? Well, if I recorded a video right here, and I'm like, you know what? I want to send it over to the buyers instead of the sellers because they can both kind of relate to this information. Maybe it's an update just on the market in general. I can change the background preset landing pages. You also can copy a link right up here. You also can share and send like we talked about earlier. You have a QR code that you can have for all of your videos. If you are doing physical mailers, definitely think about putting that on your physical mailers. You can have a fun video that says, "Hey, thanks for taking me out of your mail stack," or something like that. You can do it for open houses. You can do it for live events, especially if you're going to like a business event where someone can click the QR code and be taken to a pre-made video that says it was wonderful meeting you there. So definitely good stuff there. You can preview what this page looks like all the way to the right. So if I recorded a video and I want to say, okay, what does the page look like? Oh, great. There's the playlist. There's the buttons. Everything is set up the way I want it. Now down here too, you have tracking. Did someone watch this? Did they click on the buttons? Did they open the email? You can really drill down on what the folks have done. You also can come over here and use Kyra as your AI video coach. So when you record these videos, I'm not sure if anyone has used this yet. You can put Kyra in the put Kyra in the comments if you have in the chat. It's a really nice, quick little thing to do where you hit record, you save it, click Kyra, hit generate, and then it's going to give you some feedback on a lot of things in terms of your cadence, your repetition, if you're using filler words or not. It's also going to talk about your visuals and the content that you've made. The only caveat I'd say with visuals is if you're doing a screen recorder and you're putting your bubble off to the right or to the left, it might just default to it'd be better to have you in the center. But the reason you made that choice is because you're not blocking something. So there are some caveats in terms of its advice back. But it talks about all of this stuff right in here. So if you have not used this, just give it a shot and just see how it feels in terms of what it says, because it might bring something up that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. And it might remind you, oh, am I being too repetitive with these words? How are my filler words? And it tells you how many times you're saying it too, which is really nice. Now, you also have details on this stuff. So if you scroll down here on this video that you're on the video edit page for, it's going to remind you of the buttons that are sitting below the video. It's going to remind you of the sales assistant you have on the page and of the playlist videos after. You also have advanced options that you can change per this video. If you ever send a video out and you forgot to add a button or a video, but you already sent it, you can still make these changes and it will retroactively change on the other side. With editing, you always have an editing button within every video that you create or upload. You can hit the play button. All right. You can drag your timeline like this, anywhere where you want to drag it in terms of cutting this. If it's dragged here, you can come right up here and click your scissor icon if you want to split this clip. And then you can drag it to your second cut point, scissors, and now you got three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange, click delete, and that will be gone. If you want to bring this back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to the beginning. And if you want to cancel, just hit cancel or save if you want to save or cancel. From the design tab, you do have an option to choose a different part of the video for your animated GIF, just like we did before. So if you're sliding this here, you can move this stuff. I like this visual better, like right here. Oh, that's a good one. This is a cover band, by the way, for Kiss. That's pretty funny. It's got pyrotechnics. So I want this to be the animated GIF, and I'm going like this, like I'm listening to it. This would be a nice animated GIF instead of what I have in the beginning. So just you have the ability to do that when you drag it, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So you have that ability. Now, as far as social media goes, when you do this stuff on social media, you just want to make sure that you have the post, you want to make sure you have a Dubb link below in a pinned comment. So whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on LinkedIn, like here, you always want to remind yourself that below this video, you want to have that pinned comment where they have a Dubb link that they can click on and they can go to. And the video there on that page could say, hey, thanks for checking out this post. Here's the next action that you want to take. These are all things that can all be interconnected, because the more times people see social media, it's almost like they're sales videos anyway. So they're very much relatable. And I think our brains are used to seeing a lot of video stuff to get us to want to click, which is why video in sales works pretty good once you start getting into that rhythm. But you really need to decide on what is the style of videos that you want to record. And then you really want to kind of marry yourself to that part of that style while you get that down. And then you can kind of move over and kind of make adjustments to other kinds of videos. But if your main focus is the mobile app holding it like this with the message and webcam recording, and that's what, your style that you're doing, that's the style you're doing. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with any other technology if you don't want to do that to this point. Kevin, I saw you use Kyra. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Sweet. That's awesome. I got one of those in there. Then Sean, I saw your question. The QR code is specifically for each subscriber. The QR code is for every video. So any video that you record, that QR code will be linked to that video, if you can hear me, Sean.
I got it, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And then, Dick, I saw your example over there in the comments. That was great in terms of just doing the comparison videos. The reason I think the comparison stuff works pretty good is that when someone sees a visual of you comparing something, like I'll give you an example of this. I'll show you this one right here. This is one. I'll pull this up and show
You
you.
ain't gonna say go potty?
Let me see.
I don't trust you as far as brain.
That's funny. All right, let me do this. Hold on. I'll show you this example. All right. So let's see. Let me do this. I'm going to show you guys a visual in a second. I'm just finding this video. Let me see. I want to find this video that I did to show you guys what this looks like. Okay. So one of the things that we've done a lot of over the years is comparison videos. And comparison videos are great when people are looking for something that, yeah, they're trying to compare, SEO stuff. It's how a lot of people find us. But when I was talking about earlier, visually what a comparison video looks like, this is an example of, I did this YouTube video comparing Vidyard and Loom, right? And then we always mention Dubb as the third option. But see this right here? Now, varying eight. See how the visual has me in the middle? And I just opened up two browsers and just shrunk them on either side, put them right next to each other. And then I was right in the middle. This is what I was talking about before, where you can, with the desktop app, you can pull up, like open two browsers, shrink one, put them next to each other. So if someone was like, we talked about at the top with Kevin, if someone's spending all their time moving data around and doing techie stuff that's not important to getting new donors, you can pull up visuals. You can even have ChatGPT say, create a visual for me of someone that's overwhelmed over here and someone's happy over here. You're right in the middle with the bubble. And then you're doing an immediate comparison that someone can see. So the desktop app is a really cool piece of tech to be able to do something like that. And that's something where when people can see again with their animated GIF, like you could take two screenshots of if you had like a comparison where there was and say there was a market update in real estate, and you pulled up in a window the market from like say 3 months ago and the current market, and if there was a big shift, you could have both those pulled up next to each other. You're in the bubble in the middle, and you could say big change, something like that. So people can again get that visual in their mind in terms of what they're going to be looking at. Let's see, Dick, I saw you said I created my first form. How do I display the CTA so they can respond? So Dick, if you have, you can unmute yourself here. Hey, Dick, how are you? Always good to have you in here.
Oh, I feel so good. I can hardly stand it here, Rob.
That's my favorite expression that you have. I love that one. That's a good one. How do I display the CTA so they can respond? So let's see. If you had your first form and you have it done, you've created it as a button already, Dick?
Well, I was reading. I actually started reading some of the material here, and, and I created a CTA to create my first form, and it comes out as a form.
Yeah.
But now when I ready to send out the video, and I'm looking at all the CTAs underneath my video, I don't see it.
I got it. So the form's taking up the space, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, I don't see the form at all.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So if you have, let's see, Ina, if there is let me bring Ina in here. If there is a form, a Dubb form, this is a Dubb form, right, Dick?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, it's a dub form.
Okay.
Created dub, yeah.
So Ina, if there is a Dubb form, would the other CTA buttons show? He's saying it's not showing at all, but if there was a Dubb form, would the other buttons show up down there, or would it be they moved
Yeah,
down?
everything will show up there, and there will be when the form is when as you set it up, there will be two options. Either you have the form embedded under the video or have it like a pop-up modal. So I think your form is showing as a pop-up modal. That's why the other calls to action are not that obvious.
Oh,
Should I think I can go ahead and check your account. Dick,
Yep.
which yeah, I'll check that as well just to be sure. Have you have a has any of your videos have that form with other call to actions?
Yes. Well, it has. It's my last video, and
Mm-mm.
I decided to put the form in, and I did put it as a. I didn't put it as a embedded one. Because I didn't think I had to. I was afraid I had to write some code, so I did the opposite. I did the other option. And I do have a CTA normally says send an email to Dick, but um, I'd rather use the form because I can capture that.
Okay, let me take a look here. You said it is the last video. Is it okay if we show your
Oh, absolutely! I won't even charge for this one. This is my greatest latest video.
Okay, here's the latest video.
Yep.
So I checked the calls to actions. There are four. So I don't see the form in here.
Was there a name for the form, Dick, that you had? Did you create?
Yes, there was a name to the form. I think it's request for victory briefing.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't see that yet. Let me check here in the forms. Okay, there's
Request.
this.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
let's
Yeah.
check the calls to actions. Because after you create the form, you need to make it a call to action so that there will be that
That's
button.
the missing
So I
link.
think
Okay.
there's no calls to action for that yet. So to do that, yeah, let's do that here. So click
Okay.
that plus button at the top right.
Mhm.
What's the name again? Request for what's
Victory
the
brief.
victory
Brief.
brief?
BRIEF.
Okay. Then for the type, select form.
Oh.
Then let's select that form here.
Hmm.
By the way, you can gate the video, meaning the video won't play until they fill out the form. So that's also an option. But for
Yeah.
this one, let's just uh, choose either the pop-up modal or make it an embed. So if we don't
Okay.
make it a pop-up modal, it's gonna be embedded under the video.
Oh,
Now for
that would be what I'd like to have. Yeah.
Yeah, next is for the button text. We can select one from here or do a custom text.
Hmm.
For this one, let's just select fill out the form. Let me just check one thing in here. Okay, there's no, because I'm gonna check if there's already an embed, like a calendar embed under the video. So that
Hmm.
there should only be one. So yeah, let's
Hmm.
do this.
You
And
like
then
my
let's
tanks?
yeah, I love
Well,
it.
I believe in giving. I really believe in giving tanks.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's good.
That's for
Okay.
you, Rob.
Yeah, no,
You.
yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. That's
Okay, now we have that call to action for the request for victory
Mhm.
and that was your
brief.
avatar too. That's cool. Nice,
Yeah,
Now,
that's Sarge AI.
nice, cool.
yeah. Now there are two ways to add the calls to action, either add it in the preset or add it in the video level. So for this one, let's just add it in the video level. Request or victory brief. That's saved. And if we preview this one,
Hello, Southern Arizona home buyers and sellers. Sarge AI reporting for you. You've probably faced.
Perfect.
awesome. Now let's scroll down, click fill out the form, then the form will be here. Maybe we need to do some formatting because the background is white and then the text is white, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
So,
visible.
so I can add graphics to that.
Um,
I just want your text to show up, like it's just like change it to black text or something. Or
Oh,
mm-mm,
okay.
yeah.
yeah.
See how it's white, Dick? See, it doesn't show up.
Good. You could do that formatting in the form section.
Okay.
Awesome. It's a great start.
Yeah. Watch the feedback.
Thanks. I love the
And
creativeness, Dick. As
give me,
always, as always,
give
love
me
it.
your opinion because I added a couple short videos, graphic videos afterwards, and it causes a little delay, and I need a better way of doing that. It doesn't flow as smoothly. But anything you guys can come up with to make it an award-winning dub dub video, let me know. All right.
You're pretty creative, Dick. I think you do a good job with that stuff. Yeah. I always thought I like the one with the fence where behind the fence. That was good.
Oh, absolutely, because that I got that out of COVID.
Yeah. No, it's funny though. It's just good. It's all you see is the eyes over the top. I like
The problem is that I tried to do that with my new look with my beard, and I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
And it looks scary, so I couldn't do that. I had to use use an old one, I guess.
Funny how the beard can do that. That's funny.
All
Uh,
right.
it's cool. Sal, I saw your message, my friend. I said I don't see Sia available in the showcase. It'd be nice to have. I think we'll be able to add that or a button that would take them to the chat. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We have we have CTAs available on our showcase page, but you're right about Sia. Maybe that'd be cool to add that there in terms of having that on the page. I'll shoot that over to Darius today and see what he's got to say on that. Let's see. Before we head out for the day, everybody, because we got just a few minutes, we've got to jump for the team meeting at the top. Sal, I wanted to ask you specifically, how'd the change go? Well, welcome the people to the community, screenshot behind, point at you trying any of that stuff yet?
Oh, you might have to repeat that.
Yeah, sorry. The we talked about the reaching out on LinkedIn, the screenshot of them within the community. Remember
Yeah,
the
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, no, it's not going well. LinkedIn is funny because people don't check their messages
yeah.
very readily, and they can go months and
That's
have 100 messages piling up, and then mine could be at the bottom of their list. So it could be months before they even see this.
Are you omni-channel at all, Sal? Do you send one on LinkedIn and then email them as well if you have their email? Or do you do any kind of
No, no, I don't have any way to scrape their emails out, and that's just too much, you know.
do they check Facebook at all? Because if they're part of it, it's a Facebook group, right? Or is it LinkedIn?
No, LinkedIn, yeah.
Are
I
they
mean, I could do research and then see if they're on Facebook and things like that, but I mean, that's just too time consuming.
yeah. Well, I was going to say if they're not checking it, there's nothing you can do about it. But if they're posting on LinkedIn, and then you have a comment and you respond on there and comment below one of the videos and say, hey, comment on what their thing was, just a reminder, welcome to the community. I sent you a video. You can do something like that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do now is these people that join my group, as they come in, I'm trying to get right to them immediately.
Yeah.
And maybe I have a better shot there. But
Yeah.
it is very educational for them what they're getting, and they also, and if they had the ability, well, I don't want to go on and on.
No, I get it. Yeah, yeah.
You guys are doing a great job. I still haven't corrected why I got a grainy appearance when I use the desktop app.
It might
I
be.
still have that grainy appearance. I look grainy. The words,
Send
in
send
the
it, Sal,
book.
send it over to us again. Send me that video again, just because it feedback. Because sometimes with the desktop app, different than the Chrome, if you one, I would close the other tabs. With the, do you have an external webcam or just a one inside the computer that you use?
No, I have an external camera. It's a good
Um,
camera.
okay. Yeah, I would maybe try shutting the other tabs
Well,
down.
it's not only me. It's not only my video of my face. It's whatever is in that box. You know how you could adjust the size of the box of the
Yeah.
screen that you take. Whatever I put in that box, the words in there are also grainy.
And then they're normal when you have it on a webcam, like pulled up.
Yes.
Recorded. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, send it over. I'll take a look. I'll know visually if I can see it. And we'll take a look at it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Rob.
Cool. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We got to jump to the top of the hour. This recording will be on YouTube within the next couple hours. And as always, thanks for spending the time and coming in here and being part of the training. Ina, thanks so much
Thank
as
you.
well. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.